working as an assistant professor. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rajita, working as an assistant professor in Department of Business Administration and Aviation Management at SSMRV College. Will be comparing today's event. That is a national level webinar on the occasion of International Women's Day 2023 on the topic Salient Features of POSH Act, that is Prevention of Sexual Harassment and Role of ICC, organized by Aparajita Women Empowerment Cell in association with IQAC and Internal Complaints Committee, SSMRV College. Firstly, I wish a happy Women's Day to all the women participants of the session. No relation is complete without a woman in this world. She plays a role of loving mother, a caring sister, an understanding wife, and a lovable daughter. She is a leader, a motivator, a lover, and an inspiration. Let's come together and appreciate the spirit of womanhood and laurels they bring in. With this quote, we will start today's session. I call upon Mrs. Shakila MK, convener, Aparajita, and assistant professor, Department of Commerce, to give the welcome address.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I thank all for joining us today for this webinar. It's indeed my pleasure to wholeheartedly welcome you all to the national level webinar on the topic Prevention of Sexual Harassment and the role of Internal Complaints Committee as a part of POSH Act. We, the organizing team, on behalf of SSMRV College, would like to give a warm and pleasant welcome to everyone. I am honored to wish all the beautiful women who are listening to me a happy International Women's Day. The aim of this day is to highlight women achievement and to promote gender equality. This day shows the right of women and the importance of women in moving towards the equality of both men and women, which include equal pay scale, social status, and equal voting rights for women. This change is necessary and it is required around the world because we are humans and equal opportunities, respect should be given to everyone. Women's Day is an amazing opportunity to remind ourselves that we need to support everyone around and respect everything a woman does as she deserves it. The progress and the development of society are appreciated and their courage is admired globally. The execution of women's rights, security is an important aspect to be highlighted. In this regard, we, the Women Empowerment Cell and Internal Complaints Committee of SSMRV College has jointly organized this national level webinar. I take opportunity to welcome our esteemed resource person, Advocate Rashmitha Venkatachalam Das, the POSH specialist and advocate BCP Associates. We are happy to have you as our resource person. Thank you for consenting to be our resource person for the day, ma'am. Welcome you, ma'am. I would like to welcome our Honorable Principal, Dr. S. Anil Kumar, sir. I am honored to welcome our respected Director, Dr. Geeta R. ma'am, for her encouragement. I welcome you, ma'am. I extend my warm welcome to Dr. M.S. Nagraj, sir, the IQAC Coordinator and Head Department of Commerce, SSMRV College. Welcome you, sir. I welcome Mrs. Shanti Krishna, Chairperson, Internal Complaints Committee, SSMRV College. Welcome you, ma'am. I, on behalf of SSMRV fraternity, students of SSMRV College, academician, and all registered participants, we welcome you all I am delighted to welcome all the distinguished participants from various educational institutions across the country. Again, welcome to one and all full and the goals of the webinar will be met. Thank you all. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very
Rajita,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Geeta R., Director, SSMRV College, who has 18 years of academic experience and has served as a professor and associate professor in various prestigious institutions like Christ University, Dayananda Sagar Academy, Alliance University, RJ's Institute of Management Studies, and many more. Ma'am has 30 plus research publication and has a PhD in EHRM from University of Mysore and PGP in data science and business analytics from University of Texas. Ma'am is recipient of Bharat Education Award. She is a mentor, an enthusiastic teacher and a visionary. Now I call Geeta ma'am to address the participants of the session.
Thank you, Professor Rajita. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. So, distinguished chief guest, Advocate Rashmitha Das, esteemed professors, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us virtually for the webinar on prevention of sexual harassment in the workplace this afternoon. The International Women's Day is observed today to raise awareness of issues pertaining to women's rights like gender equality, right against discrimination, violence, and abuse. It is a day for people around the world to recognize the honor and achievements and accomplishments of to honor and acknowledge the women who have achieved in various fields. Sexual harassment in workplace in the form of eve teasing, sexual advances, privacy intrusion, explicit or implicit demand for sexual favors, all this has become increasingly we can see it is being observed in the workplace, particularly in IT sector. It is reported quite often. 4 out of every 5 cases of harassment filed is mostly directed at women. They are particularly susceptible to domestic abuse and sexual assault when they are young. Every day we see that 30,000 girls are forced into child marriages and other kids are the victims of illegal trafficking and female genocidal acts. POSH law mandates every employer to provide a safe working environment through appropriate sexual harassment policies, prevention systems, procedures, and service rules for its employees. So I felt I should really congratulate and compliment the Women Harassment, the Women Empowerment Cell and the Internal Complaints Committee for organizing this event. And I think we have a highly resourceful person, Advocate Rashmitha Das, who would be addressing you all and tell you about the rights that you can, as women, we all enjoy. With this brief talk, I wish to conclude and hand over to the host. Thank you and wish you all an enriching experience.
Thank you, Geeta ma'am. Now, I call upon Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi, Member, ICC and Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to introduce today's resource person, Advocate Rashmitha Das.
Thank you, Rajita ma'am. Hope my voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah, ma'am. It's my honor to introduce our resource person of today's session, Advocate Rashmitha Venkatachalam Das, POSH Specialist. Rashmitha Madam holds an LLM in Labor and Employment Laws from University of Law College, Bangalore, which she has completed in the year 2018 with the 2 gold medals. She is also a rank holder at the university. She has completed BA LLB from Bangalore Institute of Legal Studies, Bangalore University in the year 2009. Madam is a member of Karnataka Bar Council since 2009 and also a member of Gender Sensitivity Subcommittee of Karnataka Employer Association. She is an external member of the internal committee of several reputed organizations across various sectors. Handling complex inquiries has been her forte, and she is extremely passionate about it. She is actively involved in providing training on Sexual Harassment Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013 across all the verticals for managers and senior management. General awareness for all the employees and the internal committee members. She possesses experience both at law firms and corporate in various capacities. She started her career at Krishnamurthy and Co. Legal Consultants and then moved on to work as an in-house legal counsel with many corporate companies. As a special interest, she pursued her education in law with a specialization in labor and employment laws. She has rich experience in drafting, vetting, and negotiation of various types of contracts, providing legal opinions, and has driven the team in formulating process and procedures and their implementations. She has drafted several employment related policies in corporates. She has formulated policies for prevention of sexual harassment at workplace, advised companies on setting up of their committees. She is involved in legal advisory services on POSH for various clients across diversified sectors. She has also been handling domestic inquiries for various clients. Ma'am, it's our immense opportunity to attend your session. We, the team SSMRV, feeling blessed to have you as our resource person for today's session. Once again, warm welcome to you, ma'am. I request you to take over the session.
Thank you very much for providing me an opportunity to talk to all of you and address all of you on this very, very important topic. This is something that most of us go through at different parts of our lives, at different points in our lives, but we seldom talk about